HappyThumbsGaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out the walkthrough part 1 for level 8, the University in The Last of Us. Getting kind of in the home stretch here, but you can see we got 9 artifacts, 1 comic, 2 training manuals, and a couple of other things because I was slow to read it. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start off on horseback, right more or less where the cutscene left us off from before. And we're going to turn around immediately and gallop our happy four-legged friend up to the top of the hill. We're going to bail off him and find a comic, and he's going to yell for the 9th time, "Hey, Ellie, look what I found, one of those comics you've been reading." You'd almost think he'd, like, say something else by now, but, hey, whatever. All right, mount your noble steed and go ahead and head down here. We got a minute in between collectibles, so I'll go ahead and mention right now, there is fast-forward quick links down below in the video description, so therefore you can click the link to the time in the video to the item you are looking for. Yay! You're welcome for that. It was a good suggestion from one of our viewers long ago, just proving that we do listen to you guys. And in fact, another one was just suggested to me right now. I would give a shout out to the name if I had it in front of me, but I forgot. But you'll know it when you hear it. Adding the subtitles in the cutscenes. That is a great idea, so that whether we're going fast or slow, the user could read it, pause it, do whatever. So great addition, and if I can remember the name or if I pull it up in the next video or two, I will give you a shout out because that was a great one. We appreciate that. All right, when you get to the courtyard, make sure you go down the little alley on the side because there is a supplementage plant there. So go ahead and grab that and gulp it down and then gallop your steed back over towards the gate. Now, before we get out of here, you might want to peruse the area and make sure that there's nothing around. And once you're confident that you've collected everything in the area, we'll move along. What up there, Cyan? Been a minute. Get at me. All right, here we go. We're gonna, as soon as we get up to the top of the hill, going through the gate, we're gonna bail our horse and run up inside this garage building here, and we're gonna pick up the flamethrower. But for some reason, it doesn't work yet, so we gotta wait a minute before we can use it, or at least that's what we were told. We didn't even try to use it right now. We should have. We should have just let it loose. But we put it on our back, and we keep moving ahead. We're gonna actually head inside a little further. There's a supplement on the desk there and some crafting items over in the corner. And they kind of lead you over to a staircase. Once you have all the crafting items, feel free to go ahead and do some upkeep on your weapons of choice. Yeah, we're taking a peek and looks like we don't got a whole lot to offer, so we done spent our load. All right, we're going to make our way up the stairsies now. And you can see there was a door back there, but we bypassed it for now and ran all the way to the top. We're just going to start pilfering anything and everything we can. But out on the deck here, there's a little balcony. And we'll go ahead and pick up the sniper's nest log along with a bottle and maybe something else. I was distracted. And all right, so there's a door. It just leads back in the other side. And then you see we can't get any higher. Well, not on the staircase we can't. We'll go back down to the original door we passed and find another hallway full of nothing. So not a whole lot to be offered on floor 2, but it does lead us back down to floor 1. And there's our young friend and awesome horse. Now here you can see Firefly Pendant number 20 is coming up, and it's hanging in the lighter colored tree up the hill. You will need your horsey-dorsey to jump over that rail there. It's kind of weird that they put a series of these things and that the horse is the way, of course, but whatever. And once we get up here, you'll see a lighter colored tree, and you'll dismount your pony. Here in a second. What up, Nighthawk? Our buddy Greg, Nighthawk there, he has been a long-time 503 member. And he works in security, and just recently he was in a high-speed chase pursuing a suspect, and he crashed. And car was mangled very mildly, but he was severely mangled up. So broken legs and all sorts of stuff in the hospital. Get well soon, Greg. Depending on when you're watching this, he may have been healed for months, but this was a recent event as of the recording of this video. Alright, so as always, use bottles and bricks that you can be found on the floor around the pendant stuck up high to knock it down so that you're not shooting your ammo and blowing your load, so to speak. You can see there's lots of bottles around. I go ahead and pick up another one before moving out because you never know when you're going to need them. They definitely come in handy. It's a nice little tool they've added into this game. I guess I shouldn't say added, that they brought with this game. How about that? A little bit more politically correct. All right, so as you can see, I'm advancing into this building. I'm doing a little shimmy there. I'm kind of hesitating. I'm not sure. Should I go? Should I go? No, you shouldn't. Before advancing into this building, you're going to want to run outside. You can see by my video here, the timing doesn't seem to be as crucial as a lot of these are. But there's a giant banner on the side of the brick wall of the building you're in. And once you run out to it and hit the triangle button to activate it, you will actually initiate the conversation number 28. So make sure, go ahead and hit start, look through your list, make sure that you're caught up at this point. You know, always do that whenever you got a conversation, make sure you get credit for it. Sometimes you might not, or it might not even count. There's way more conversations in this game than there are conversations that give you credit. So I'm not sure what that's all about. You know, on the Tommy's Dam, there's a petting the dog, and, you know, there's all sorts of things. There's the sniper lady up top, like, what do you and don't you, and why do you and don't you? So we're just going to get as many as we can along the way, and hopefully at the end, those trophies will ring off for you. All right, as you can see by using our Spidey sense, that we can definitely, see we got our hands full here. Quite a few dudes. Multiple methods would work here. Obviously, we have a flamethrower now. Again, as mentioned, we don't try to use it for quite some time, and we probably should have right there. We could have just unleashed the fury on all these guys. We have a nice little machete left over from Tommy's Dam, or maybe it was the hatchet, actually, I think. And those work for good one swing, one kill kills. Took out a majority of those dudes all at once. Then we'll make our way in, and we're actually getting pretty close to another collectible. And let's see here. Booyakashow. When we get to the Jenny and we fire this bad boy up. Anybody have troubles with this? I didn't miss any of these. Like, I thought it was almost too easy to fire up the generator. You always want it to be easy, but then there's those moments that don't work that way, and it just pisses you off. All right, so we can switch over to our other weapons because we're not ready to use our flamethrower. We're hoarding that shit. And we're going to make our way to the wall panel note. Any ideas what this is? This one's kind of a hard one to miss as long as you're continuing the story. Unless you're just posting up and camping out here, wanting to hide out here. That'd be weird, huh? But that's right next to the switch on the wall, which is probably why they call it the wall panel note, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll get a quick gander at that and then pull this lever. Now that we got power going to the gate, we can flip that open and look at there. We can make it on through to the other side. So we are now in, well, we're advancing, making our way towards the science building is where we're going to ultimately end this video. And that's the next area, the next checkpoint. And as we come into this big four-way stop here, my best advice is to move around and check all the corners. As we've mentioned many times throughout this walkthrough, we are playing on the hard difficulty, and depending on what level you're playing on, you will find items potentially in different spots, or maybe just more of them in the spots we show you. Oh, just running around like a chicken with her head cut off. What's up, August Blade? Can't fool me. What up, Sniper Wolf? That's right. I know that after a while you want to change that name, but I will always know you as Sniper Wolf, dude, so get used to it. All right, so here, you'll notice I say, before jumping into courtyard. Well, I wanted to prove something, too. There is actually, when you jump over, you have to jump over on your horse, but you can't jump back. That was one thing that I was kind of testing there, and I was pushing it because I should have got this stuff first. But before jumping over and advancing into the courtyard, make sure you get up in this room and pilfer as much as you can. There's some crafting items for your weapons, some supplements, and a Firefly Pendant. Woot, woot. Alex, Roner down. You know, that would have been super awesome if you could have mounted your noble steed from a flying jump like that. That would have actually totally made the game for me. I ran into a few AI quirks along the way, as well as one or two features that I wasn't thrilled about. And, perfect 10? Maybe not. It's definitely a great game, and I would highly recommend it. But we have ran into a few issues. It's not flawless, I guess we'll say that. But being able to mount the steed from an airborne jump like that would have been perfect 10 without a doubt. It's one of those things that I would love to see in a video game. All right, so you can go all the way up, but it won't do you any good. So what you're going to want to do is go up to the second floor and hop out the window and back into another window. This is kind of a tricky method if zombie apocalypse ever does happen. I highly recommend doing this. Boarding up the wall to the door and making your window the in and out. But, you know, make sure you have a quick way out, too. Before making your way out of the room, make sure you grab everything in here, including the training manual number 9, which upgrades your health kit. So that's pretty nice. You can see it again. We reach it via window. So we're going to climb back out the window and make our way back down here in a second. There is a supplement in that drawer. So make sure you get your loot on, sir, or siress, ma'am, madame, lady, me lady, whichever you is or prefer. And we'll drop back down, and look at that. Optional conversation 29. So, you know, you can do this in any priority that you would like. I don't think there's really a time frame on it. I did restart it because I ran by the logo. So if you run by the logo, you need to make sure you talk about it. If you have not made it to the logo, it shouldn't matter your timing on it. But you can see it's just literally the next building kind of down the street and on the side there. And once the logo is there, you go ahead and talk about it. And then you can move along. And there's another one across the way, but that doesn't count for nothing. So we'll just keep on keeping on and make our way back to the horse. There you can see the logo again. And again, the room that we were up in with the Firefly Pendant is just right behind us to our left. I mean, it's just barely right behind us. Now, we should have ridden the horse, but we did not, so we were a little slow here. So you can tell we did speed this up a wee bit. And we are getting close to another item. So that'll be nice. So you can see there's a big door right there. Kind of a gate. And you can climb into the dormitory office here by sliding under there. There's some supplements. And a couple crafting items for your weapons. And what do we got over here? Looks like we got ourselves a map. Booyakashow. Go ahead and put that in our bag. The UEC campus map. And beyond that, we also find ourselves with the opportunity to go upstairs. And as you can see down in the bottom left corner, spoiler alert, Artifact 61's coming up. A couple of doors up here you can check out. Thank God they don't require a Shiv. Happens to be the second dorm room on the left. Depends on how you go in. We went in the first dorm room and made our way through that nasty-ass bathroom. I'm not sure if that was like that before or after the outbreak, but it's nasty nonetheless. We'll go ahead and grab this student journal, which if you read it carefully, he talks about complaining about the filth of his roommate. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't. That'd be funny if it did, though. Look at this shithole. There's like a guitar case and on top of posters and it looks like Pampers and yikes, lots of shenanigans going on here, huh? All right, so we take a quick break to go ahead and upgrade some of our attributes there. Feel free to do the same. I don't know if we mentioned this or not in the previous video. We've been playing through on our second playthrough a New Game Plus on hard as well. And we got all the way to the last attribute of Joel. So we literally had 100 vitamins, supplements needed in order to complete our full upgrade of Joel. And we got the trophy before we even fully upgraded him. We'll have a video out if we don't already. And same thing with the Ellie's jokes. We ended up getting the Ellie's jokes on our second playthrough just simply by making it back to the first joke. And, you know, as you saw in level 5, Pittsburgh, we started the jokes there and we finished them in 6 in the suburbs. So we got all of them to queue, but for some reason didn't get the trophy then. But we got it now. So, all right, back to the game here. We got ourselves a bloater and a couple runners and even a clicker, it looks like. And we lured them all into one big pile with a couple of bottles. And that's pretty easy to do. And then once they were all in a big pile, we went ahead and threw a Molotov. And I believe we even threw a sticky bomb. A nail bomb, whatever you call them. Stink bomb. Look at this cum bubbles this dude's throwing at us. It's disgusting. Look at all those little spermies flying around. Woo! That'll get you pregnant if you get too close. Won't hurt you. Just cause unwanted children. So watch out for that. All right. After a fierce battle with this guy, I think it's Jared from Subway. I'm not sure, but I think it is. And once you get done with Jared, we'll go ahead and loot his body. And we run circles and circles and circles. And this battle probably could have ended a little bit sooner had we thrown a little bit more artillery at him. You can see we threw a nail bomb down there, and he comes in, and he's still alive. So he's already a Molotov deep, a few shotguns. There's some more action. Boom! Yeah. All right. So we made him blow up the good old-fashioned way. And like I said, once you kill him, loot his body because he drops Firefly Pendant number 22. On to the yeah. Oh, it was Joe Warren. See, I thought it was Jared, but it wasn't. It was Joe Warren. My bad. My bad, Jared. Hopefully everything's all right and you're still on the Subway diet because, you know, that's suspect. All right. Moving along. All right, we're just going to keep on looting these poor young innocent children's dorm rooms. Although they're probably not alive to care anymore, so we're all right with that. You can see there, the last one I needed was that very bottom one. It was the second box of Shiv Master. And I'm not sure if, like, Shiv Master just doesn't count for that or what, but it says fully upgrade Jolie. And I got all the way except for that last final box, which I needed 100, I believe it was, to complete it. So, again, we'll put a trophy video out for that and at least make fun of myself and it, if nothing else. So, all right, so we're confident now. We've made like 18 circles around the same spot. We found a final door at the end of the hallway. We did slow it back down to kind of more of a normal speed. It's still sped up just a wee bit, but more of a watching and easy to follow speed. And once we get inside, we feel a little bit more secure now, and we'll head up the stairway into floor number 2. And all right, fresh air. Go ahead and pull the mask off. Not that you have a choice. And there's the way out. That's where Ellie is. We don't want to go there yet. You want to explore this room a little bit more, or this floor a little bit more. Hey, that rhymes. Yay. And you want to open as many cabinets and, you know, find as many items as possible, including Artifact 62, the newspaper clipping. It's pretty easy. It's a hard one to miss as long as you're in exploring mode. And I know you are. So, all right, here we go. We're going to make our way. Just keep on looking and looking and looking. Find a little bit of crafting items to upgrade ourselves and our weapons. And then now we're ready to go ahead and head out and say what up to our young lady friend, Ellie. Boy, and from the sounds of it, she sounds like she's had a few Red Bulls. All right. We got some stuff, so we're going to go ahead and make some items. What up, Roosevelt? You guys, some of you might remember old John, a.k.a. Roosevelt, from helping us out with some Borderlands 2 stuff. He was a buddy we met who haven't seen enough of since. So, John, if you're watching, what up, buddy? Get at me. Let's play some Last of Us multiplayer or something. All right, if you guys didn't figure it out, there's a gate here and a cord, nothing attached to the cord. Oh, look, there's a generator. We'll plug that in, and we'll get to pulling our cord. As suggested by our good buddy HTG Doug, always be sure of your surroundings before pulling your cord. That applies to attic cords, lawnmower cords, and yeah, all cords. So we'll go ahead, now that we got her back, we'll ride our steed on over to the lab grounds. Once you start getting to the tents, you'll know you have arrived. Make sure you get out and pilfer all items on all shelves in the tents. And make your way all the way down. And on the far corner tent, when you get there, we'll find the final collectible for this level. Firefly Pendant number 23. Well, for this area, not for this level. Sometimes I get ahead of myself when speaking without thinking. So we're getting close. Far tent, far tent. No. There's some stuff. Let's go ahead and grab that. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Thank you. Take that. Yes, sir. All right, moving along. Nothing to see here. Last and final tent. Okay. Where's she at? All right, couple items here. Where's it at? It's not there. Oh, my gosh. It's because it wasn't the last tent. Fooled you. Couple tents down at the very end, so make sure you ride all the way down. I would say ride your horse, but you might as well just run because you're going to have to get off your horse, get on your horse, get off your horse, get on your horse if you're going to pilfer all the items. So I thought they were going to be crafty and put it behind the box here, but nope. It's just right out in the open, sitting on the table. Pretty hard to miss. Right next to some other crafting items, so go ahead and swoop them up too. And yeah, buddy. Eric Griggs. What up? Sorry about your loss, sir. All right. So we're going to go ahead and, I won't say turbo, but we kick it back up into 2 times. And we're going to run our way all the way out. And essentially what we're doing here is just making our way the only way you can go. And hop on the old horsey and hop over the edge because you can see the big front gate's blocked. So we'll go around the side here. And looky there. There's a dumpster. And guess what? It's there for a reason. So you can push it down and bust open this gate. So push over the dumpster, let it go, booyakashow. Uh-oh, made loud noises. What happens with loud noises? We attract bad guys. But luckily for us, no bad guys come. I thought for sure they would. And what's up, Cupcocky? I'm trying to give some shout-outs here. It was brought to my attention that I was picking on some and not others, so I'm going to try to shout out everyone I see when I see them. All right, once you climb up the side of the truck, you'll climb up into the side there. But that actually takes us inside the science building, and we're not ready to go there yet. So that'll conclude The Last of Us Level 8, the University Walkthrough Part 1, where we went through Go Bighorns, which is the university mascot, if you didn't catch that along the way or didn't notice the name of the chapter that you can load into from your main menu if you need to return here. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, feel free to head on over to Facebook and Twitter. Like us, tweet about us, or you can just stay right here on our channel and subscribe and comment and vote right here. Either way, we'd love to hear what you have to say. And like we've mentioned, we want some feedback so we can better our service and more cater to our viewers. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure when you're searching for our videos, you always include HTG at the end of your search. And hey, it wouldn't hurt to tell your friends about us as well. So until next time,